To the 14-year-old Pri, if only you knew how much stronger you'd become. When I was 14, I didn't think there was supposed to be a today. With being bullied a lot in high school, it led to another episode of depression, and it came a point where I was suicidal. The word hope? Well, it's the word I carved onto my wrist because people told me to leave this world. No one liked me. I no longer wanted to live. And at 19, well, what a way to end off my last year of being a teenager with being told, Pri, you have an autoimmune disease. But guess what? I'm still fucking here. While being in university, believing that I had a tumor that was going to kill me, I was scared. But why? Pri, this is what you wanted when you were 14, right? But it's like they say, be careful what you wish for. Because now that I had a life that I actually wanted to live, I just felt like it was going to be taken away from me. But this time, there was nothing I could do about it. Or at least I thought. I saw my neurologist and he said something to me that I couldn't quite understand, and that was, quote unquote, to find out what type of MS you have, I'm going to prescribe you prednisone. Prednisone is a steroid, and I'm going to give you 100 pills to take in the span of 5 days. And then I'll see you again in a few months, and we'll see how this goes, because if you just happen to have progressive MS, I honestly don't know what to give you. So at this point I'm shaking because I was supposed to be in university, but how was I to not only focus on my education, but also my health, all while my body kept fighting me?
So, I decided to tough it out and stay in university without taking some time off of school for myself. And by doing so, I wasn't the student who was stressed out over the exams nor essays. Rather, I was the one stressing out over the fact that I didn't know how to walk to any one of my classes. So there I was, crawling and sitting on the sidewalks because I just didn't know who to ask for help. So it came a point where I needed a reminder to just breathe. And what better way than to get a tattoo spelling it out for me shortly after my diagnosis, right? So at this point, not only was I struggling physically, but I was struggling mentally too, and there was no one to talk about it with. I had my MS diagnosis in 2017, and my very first video I posted on my multiple sclerosis journey was posted in 2018. While I so badly wanted to post this video the same year I was diagnosed, the people around me told me it was a stupid idea. Like, think about it. No one was really talking about disabilities so openly while sharing their journey on social media. But there I was, posting my very first video that was 30 minutes long, talking about my journey prior to my diagnosis. When the video went up, the amount of backlash I got from friends and family wasn't what I wanted. Filming that video was my cry for help, but no one understood at the time. I still remember when after posting the video, I was messaged privately while I was told to delete the video because it was so stupid and that I was going to be an expense to my future managers once they see the video. To some degree, I understood, but I also didn't. This was my story that was just about to begin, and while I just needed someone there with me, no one was. So while being told to delete the video, I never did. I stood my ground, and when I thought that that video would only get about 16 views, well, it now has 16K. That was the video that made me realize that my struggles had purpose all along. That voice I just never had in high school, well, it just needed to be heard because there's a way to say things, and I seem to be good at that. In fact, I was making even more videos after the first, which I was not expecting to do, but while having others make me feel like I was so useless and broken, I just wanted to remind myself that I wasn't. So I kept doing what I do best, says now my best friend. I have friends, I have a lot of them, because I spoke up, but whoever knew that my struggles would have had purpose all along.
Hey guys, so in this video I really wanted to be talking about alchemizing disability, my People magazine digital feature, and the power of vulnerability. Now, I really wanted to be talking about this. Honestly, I named the title of this video before the People magazine feature even went up. I didn't even know what the article was going to be about, but I was just going off of that's all I had, and I was just really hoping that the title of my video would make sense and align with the article, and I was really happy about it too because the word vulnerability was mentioned like 3 times in this article, and I was like, yes, okay, so we're gonna keep the title of my video. So here we are, alchemizing disability. But before I begin this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and for now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So when I told you my voice was going to be heard, honestly, I meant it. One had to take one for the team, so I figured I'd shoot my shot. And 2 partnerships with 2 different diaper companies last year, to then this year being featured on a Vice article. And I wasn't even done yet. So I was also on that UK ITV show that I've already done a video on. I'll put the link up here if you guys haven't checked that out either. And a feature on People magazine? Like, stop! My voice is actually being heard. Honestly, when I said my voice was going to be heard, I thought I was just manifesting that because I didn't think it was going to be heard. But I told myself, maybe if I say it's going to be heard, it's going to be heard. And, ooh, my gosh, it was heard on People magazine. Stop! Oh my gosh, okay, you guys, I can't explain how happy I was. I honestly was waiting to film this video, just like I did film a video after I was featured on Vice. And in this video, I decided to call it Alchemizing Disability, specifically because when I think about the word alchemizing, I honestly think about transforming the nature of properties, right? So what I'm thinking about right now is transforming perceptions. So changing the views, society's views and understanding of disability, and turning negatives into positives, pain into passion, struggles into purpose, adaptability into resilience, setbacks into growth, and most importantly, reframing disability. And this goes for anyone in diapers, anyone with incontinence, anyone with a physical disability. Don't let people make you feel like that defines you and that you can't accomplish anything in your life, because that's far from the truth. You know, like, think about it. Like, for me, at 17, I started university. At 19, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. And then at 23, I didn't just have 1, but I had 2 university degrees. Now, how many able-bodied people will be able to tell you that? So, yeah, this kind of just goes for the whole reframing disability thing. Okay, so, so my disability in this case, right, turning something I was going through into purpose. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, yeah, so it's just like, I don't know, when I was thinking about filming this video, like, so many things were going through my head, especially after having the call with the writer from People magazine, and this actually just gets into my very first point. The call with the writer from People, honestly, you guys, it was awesome. So it's like, when I had the call with the Vice, it was a phone call. When I had the call with the writer from People, which was Valerie, it was on Zoom. So it was really interesting too, because I'm like, oh, my nystagmus made an appearance yet again. But it's fine, it's fine. That call I had with Valerie, it was literally 30 minutes long, and we just talked about everything. I was talking with Valerie, she wanted to know more about my story. It wasn't just about the diapers. And why that really meant a lot to me was because I wasn't just that diaper girl, I was that diaper girl story. And that was literally what I wanted. And you know, when I was featured on Vice, I was so grateful. I was so happy with the article. I loved how it was written and all of that. But a part of me just felt like people were just more focused on the diaper context. They weren't really focused about the person wearing the diapers, you know what I mean? And a part of me was just like, oh man, it's just like, it's fine, it's whatever. Maybe one day someone will ask about my story. And People magazine, it's like the universe is listening to me. I don't know. I just like, maybe I should ask for more things. And yeah, I didn't like, sure, I was recognized as a diaper girl, and I'm totally okay with that, truthfully. But the diaper girl does come along with a story that no one was really asking about, and I was just kind of bummed out about it because I was like, I felt like I was more than just that diaper girl, you know what I mean? And People, the feature, Valerie, she did so amazing with writing this article because my story was being heard. It wasn't just a story about diapers. It was just a story about Bumblepree. It was like, it just, honestly, this article was so great. Now, some of you guys actually asked me, Pri, how did you even manage to get on People magazine? And it was because of all of the other stuff I've been featured in. I guess I was getting noticed, and even with Valerie, from what the first message when she sent me, it was from Vice's article, right, where they called me the world's first adult diaper influencer. So I guess she looked into me and did her research, and she liked her story. And she was like, honestly, I was in awe. You're honestly such a good storyteller. The People magazine writer is telling me I'm a good storyteller. Like, you guys, you know how flattered I was? I was like, stop. Like, sure, I wasn't sitting there writing an article, but I was telling a story on my platform through video format, and my voice was being heard. Like, oh my gosh, I was just very, very happy with the feature, the call I had with Valerie. Might I add, Valerie and I follow each other on Instagram, and I also forgot to mention the writer from Vice, the journalist. We follow each other on Instagram too, and she congratulated me for the feature on People. Like, dude, like, everything just felt so surreal. I was just like, stop. My voice is being heard, Pri. All that manifesting actually came to play. I've talked about this a few times in my videos on YouTube, where I always struggled with not knowing what my purpose was and always feeling so sad about it, especially after finishing university. And I just really love how Valerie, when she wrote this article, she talked about it like briefly. I think it was near the end of the article, where she mentioned something along the lines about how I want to be an educator in a school board, so with like the elementary kids, right? But instead I kind of took a different path, but I'm still educating people, right? And I just really love how Valerie wrote this article, because she did bring up the part of university. It felt good to me. It felt good because I was like, I had purpose. Every time I look at those degrees on my wall now, I think I had purpose this entire time, and I'm a good educator. And yeah, let me know how your girl did, because honestly, I've been trying. The reason why I put the evolution of Bumblebee, that video I filmed about a year ago, in my intro, I just felt like that 4 minutes 10 seconds literally highlighted the entire article, but in video form. Now, that entire video, I feel like would have done a better job at that, but I didn't want to repost the entire video on YouTube, so I just kind of took the first 4 minutes-ish. If you guys watch the whole video, I do get into the ABDL community, so go and watch that video. It's only 6 minutes. Yeah. So that's pretty much it to my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this video and what you guys thought about the feature I was in on People. Heck, let's throw in all the features I was in at this point, honestly, on the different platforms, because I'd love to hear from you. The one thing I also wanted to mention was, I hope you guys check out my linked tree, because I did add a few things on there as well. One of them being the People feature, some of the features I was in, and then also North Shore posted 5 videos of me on their YouTube channel, so you guys should go and check that out. If you guys didn't feel like you got enough of Pri talking in this video, don't you worry. We have videos on North Shore's YouTube channel where I'm in those 5 videos, and cumulatively that's 30 minutes, okay? So we got 30 minutes of Pri talking over there, 10 minutes here, that's 40 minutes for you to catch up on, and then maybe even like another 20 minutes with the other features I was in. So there's a lot of Pri that you guys can go and watch. So yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. That will be up soon. So bye guys. Some of you guys have asked me, Pri, how do you have confidence with incontinence? Well, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease at 19, and it's taught me that any challenge I face in my life, I will be prepared for, because multiple sclerosis, well, it just taught me to fight harder. So it's like that saying, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Yeah, I refuse to accept defeat, so incontinence, bring it.